All right, time now for a beef segment. Let's do this. You can beef about anything you want. Hit me up, 1-800-636-8686. Also, find me on the X at Jim Rome. Email me at rome@habitate.com. Listen, I don't want you write-in beefers to have a beef that, you don't ever read our beefs, Rome. I'm going to start with you. How about that? Rome, my beef, oh my God. Dino?
I can't.
Tommy.
Wait.
You literally are going to put Dino in front of me after Denny. All right, fine. Rome, my beef is with iPhones. Unfortunately, they all come with GarageBand, which gives people like Donnie license to, quote, make music. Dino, I can't believe I'm going to say this. We actually had the same thought. I said it to Tommy. I'm like, Tommy, how do I know that's not just GarageBand? Great. Now Dino and I think alike. Denny, you've brought me down to Dino's level.
The Las Vegas A's.
Wow. Now I've hit rock bottom. Dino in Vegas, War Rhythm. Oh, because you would know all about rhythm, Dino. War Rhythm, unwar how it is spelled. God, unwar all of you in Vegas or Henderson or Reno or anywhere in the state fronting like you're musicians. Unwar all of you kooks. My gosh. At He's a Dadonis. My beef is with my wife, who forgot to replace the doggy bags on the leash. I walk the dog, and of course, it takes a huge dump on the neighbor's lawn with the neighbor out front watching me. Thank you for making me look like a huge D-bag sweetie. Bro, you're lucky that he didn't let the hands go, right? Isn't that a reason to go? I've never added that to a reason to go, but I'm an animal lover, but I'm not an animal without bags lover. And if somebody takes a dump on your lawn and you don't pick that up, yo, Snagger, my beef is with kids who wear backpacks in the front. Hey, dweeb, it's called a backpack. Hope you get a wedgie. Son, Matt in Tampa on Sirius. Jim Rome on Plex. I like that. Jim Rome on Plex. Jim Rome on Plex. My beef is with the conspiracy guy. Hey, conspiracy nut. Alan doesn't use burners, condoms, or any other performance-enhancing drugs.
Great job to you, Alan.
Bo in the LBC. War Rome yelling, "Give me back my card," to that conspiracy clown. Bro, condoms are not performance. Well, I guess I don't want to get into it. I want to say they're not performance-enhancing, but if we're being real, Alvy, can I get some music? If we're being real, no, not the sad music, that music, your music. One, they're performance enhancing in that some of them are. They're performance enhancing in that maybe you last a little longer. They're performance enhancing in that they're preventative. Yeah, you know what? They are performance enhancing. All right, Bo. You know what you get for that, Bo? Nothing. Dear Jim, you're served an omelet in a restaurant. It's hot and it's fresh. And you grab that squeezy bottle of ketchup, the one that's inverted. And when you first squeeze it, what comes out is some red, watery goop that definitely is not ketchup. And now it's all over your omelet. I hate that. Larry in H-Town. Larry, I like that. That made me laugh. Why are you putting ketchup on an omelet? Who? I didn't know that people ketchuped eggs. Hash brown, sure. Any kind of potato, breakfast potato, I will do. But I'm choluluing. You try and say that. I am choluluing the omelet. I'm not ketchuping the omelet. You're right, though, man. I hate that ketchup water that comes out. Jimmers! My beef. Cold fingers. War knuckle warts. Abby in Thirst Diego.
War lady clones.
technically a two-word beef, but when I look at Abby, I just wonder. Hey, welcome to the party, pal. Cindy, you missed half the segment. Cindy loves this segment. Abel in the ATX. Jim, I got a beef with moms who take their young teenage daughters to the tattoo shop to get ink. I'm a mailman. I deliver to an ink spot. I see it all the time. Unwar, questionable parenting. That's different. Romy, my beef. This guy. My beef is with time pigs. I can't believe one of you picked up on that phrase. My beef is with time pigs and copywriters who try to stuff 45 seconds of copy into a 30-second spot, then have producers turn up the pitch on your voice so it fits. Instead of your normal, dulcet tone, it makes you sound like Woody the Woodpecker. Rick and Chico, wow, dude. Yeah, yes, that's not unfair. But it's not necessarily the time pig. I don't deal with time pigs anymore. I dealt with time pigs when I came up in local radio. Now I deal with absolute pros, like my man Brandon Berman, legend. Hey, Jimmy, my beef is when someone says, have a good one, after we are done talking to each other. What should I have a good one of? A cheeseburger? An unexpected wrestling match with my wife? How about when our conversation is done, we just tell each other goodbye and go our separate ways? Thanks, Scott in Milton. Wart Jim giving me the Freddie Freeman card. Not good enough. I'm not giving you a Denny in Vegas card. It's a Freddie Freeman rookie card. You know how good your take has to be to get that? And I'm not doing it to keep it. I'm just not giving it away. You got to earn it, man. It's Freddie freaking Freeman. A rookie card. Denny in Summerlin. Wherever the hell you are, Denny, I don't care.
Live from Southern California.
Why would I care after hearing this, Denny?
It's the Jim Rome Show.
Pahrump. You're probably in Pahrump. That's where you are, Denny. Pahrump, Nevada. At Intelligent Panda. Romeland Security Administration. My beef is with those breeders who let their kids ruin the restaurant experience whilst the waitstaff does their best to dodge these kamikaze kiddos. The responsible adults dine as if nothing is wrong. Extra beef with the ones that let their kids play their tablet as loud as they want. It's an IHOP, not an IMAX. That's good, Panda. That's good. Not quite good enough, but it's good. I know I was always one of those parents, whenever our kids started to get out of hand, I would just trip. I'd be like, Jake! And Jake hit me with that once when he was a kid. I can't remember how old he was, and I was never, ever, ever going to let those kids disrespect me, ever. Like, I mean, I wasn't like bad dad, mean dad, but respect was huge for me. Like, I never disrespected my dad. One day, Jake, and he was a clown. He's the last thing from a clown right now. But when Jake was a kid, he was a bleeping clown. And not in a good way, a clown. One day he hit me with that. He could see my temperature was rising up, my blood pressure. And he looked at me and he goes, Jake! And I had to laugh, man. He straight up clowned me to my face because he knew I was going to blast him with it. I'm like, holy crap, Jake. Hey, Ron, my beef is with my wife. Going fishing on a boat, not on a boat, for 4 hours in the morning and being home before you get up is not putting myself first. You'll be asleep and you won't even know I'm gone. Don't tell me my business, devil woman. Johnny in Vancouver. Oh, dude, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. That is really funny. Going fishing 4 hours in the morning and being home before you get up is not putting myself first is a great line. But I hate to see guys going in on their wife like that. So, no, but funny. Rome, my beef today is with myself. Last night, I DoorDashed a dozen. Oh, dude. Dude, preach. My beef today is myself. Last night, I DoorDashed a dozen original glazed donuts from Krispy Kreme and necked about 6 of them last night at around 10 p.m. The problem is that that's not even the real beef, Jimmy. To make this fat move even grosser, I woke up today to work off the fat and realized my 6-year-old son and 4-year-old daughter got into the fat box and polished off the rest of the fat rings. First and last time I stooped to Charlie Weiss's level. Wore Charlie Weiss catching strays and unwore me out. Taylor and Hermosa. Hey, Tommy, I want to stop right there. I want to ask you your opinion on that. Is he telling me what he thinks I want to hear and that I'll relate to? And is the guy really eating clean? And is he shredded? Or do you really believe that story and that he thinks that I'll think like, hell yes, brother, I know that life.
It is
brother.
a perfect story. Even up to the kids beating him to the rest of them. But do I think he's actually making it all up just for the Freddie card? That's what you're saying?
What I'm asking.
This beef was completely with Freddie in mind. That's what you're asking?
That's chess. That's chess.
Yeah,
right
I'd be
there.
impressed if that was the case. I'm going to say no, that's a legit beef.
Do you think, is he bent that the kids got into the fat box because now they're fat kids? Or is he bent that the kids got into the fat box because he couldn't finish being fat?
As always, yes.
Okay. Taylor, great job. But because I'm not sure, I can't give you that card. I got to know. But, bro, I know that life. That is the worst feeling ever. Ever. It's such a bad decision. And you know it's going to be. But, man, when that crack hits your veins for 10 minutes, it's amazing, isn't it?
Donuts.
You necked 6 of them? Even I don't neck 6. Even after a night of 42, I can't get down like that. I'll neck 3. Jim, I got a beef, no pun intended, with the state of New Mexico. I'm in the Duke City, ABQ. We are finally going to get not 1, but 2 In-N-Out burgers here, but not until the year 2027. Come on, state. Get them here now. Thanks, pimp. Dude, at least you're on the map. At least you're on the radar.
Hey, John.
At least you're on the schedule. At least they're coming. At Turd Ferguson, 253. I got beef with that kook in H-Town putting ketchup on his omelet. Dude, the grub in Houston is way too good for you to be acting like that. Take that crap back to kindergarten, you pig.
You pig.
When I was growing up, I had a cousin in NoCal, my cousin Jan. Jan was different. She was really cool and different and kind of a hippie who was way ahead of her time. Janny, man, she put ketchup on everything. Well, I'd never seen anything like it. Like, that was the thing in the family for a while. There was literally nothing she ate that she didn't put ketchup on. I mean, like ketchup on applesauce. Like ketchup on condiments. Like ketchup on everything. Just having flashbacks. I'm just kind of like ranting and riffing off these things. But I do remember that. Ketchup and applesauce? Those two don't mix, I don't think. That's not like peanut butter and jelly. Mike90, shout out, Jan. What's up? Mike90255. My beef is dudes, boys, who catch up their eggs. Spice your eggs up like a man. All right, so we have ourselves a beef now. We have a conversation. This isn't even one of those, do you put ketchup on hot dogs? Which I also do not get. I have no idea why that is so offensive to so many people, but it is. All right, so I don't agree with it, but I get it. The ketchup on eggs thing's a little bit different. I've seen it, but I really have never understood that. And apparently I'm not the only one. Jimbo, I have a beef with the XR4TI crew. Why hasn't the cricket not come back and help Alvy with his prize picks? Happy? Happy? Now you're telling Alvy how to do his job. War my fellow psychotic Knicks fan. Oh, dude, we love your fellow psychotic Knicks fan. You know I'm busy if I haven't gotten there yet. 115 USA, Jim, my beef is with that freaking idiot, Fuller. How dumb do you have to be with that ridiculous take?
Kind of ridiculous.
And then not listen for the response that earned you the Arena Club card. Frankly, Fuller, don't ever listen again. Ever. Man, it's so true. Like, we rewarded him for being critical, and yes, he took some. He got mad or angry cowed or mad cowed or mad puppeted. He took some. But, bro, come on back. Let's go to the phones. Hey, don't ever say I don't read your beefs. I just read 18 minutes of beefs. They were good. Let's go to Mike in the Bay. Mike, first call. Mike, what's your beef?
Oh, hi. Yes. Is this DoorDash customer service? It is? Great. I have a beef with one of your unskilled laborers here in the Bay. His name is Kevin. You see, I'm a little worried about his well-being. He was breathing rather fast and looked awfully red-assed yesterday when dropping off my Indian food. I thought he might just keel over and die right on the spot when he did a head-first gainer into my rose bush. Fat tree fall hard, am I right? Anyway, if he does survive, please let him know that I stuffed a couple of singles into his waistband as a thank you. I do hope he finds peace.
Mike in the Bay. So Kevin in the Bay, as you might have figured out, is a DoorDasher who every week during this beef segment is killing his clients for treating him poorly. So Mike got out in front of it. Let's go to Miles in Charleston. Miles, what is your beef?
Rome, I told Tommy that idiot with the song in the very end of the last segment, I thought he was going to do a parody of What's the Frequency, Kenneth. That's what the opening chord sounded like. It would have been kind of funny, but instead he just delved into crap. I have a beef with valet parkers that can't drive a stick-shift car. Hey, that's like a bartender that can't serve vodka drinks. It's a prerequisite for the job. Do better, loser. I'm not coming to your restaurant anymore. War Marlins in 25. Love you, Jim.
Nice job, Miles. He's so right. Didn't it sound like the guy was going to try and break out with What's the Frequency, Kenneth? And then instead went with The Voice God. He's right. That chord, it started to sound like that. I thought he was going there. But then again, how much would that have pissed me off? Then I would have had two guys in Nevada that wrecked two of my favorite bands. The Replacements and R.E.M. Before R.E.M. sold out. Anyway, R.E.M. still R.E.M. And when I was cutting my teeth in college radio, that's when R.E.M. dropped, before we could understand a single word that Michael Stipe said. Anyway, let's keep moving. We go to Sacramento. Bill in Sacktown. Bill, what's your beef?
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Bill.
My beef is with the group text. So I get invited to a birthday party along with about 20 other people. I'm trying to work out here in Uber, and for the next hour and a half, I'm getting confirmations, non-confirmations, dates, times, addresses, what they're bringing, what they're not bringing, who's coming. Enough with the group text. I'm out.
Bro, preach. I hate to say it. In terms of group threads, I'm on almost none. We rarely even do it at work, honestly. And Janet has this big family thread, and I straight up said to her, take me off. Take me off. I don't need it. I don't want it. And even Janet didn't push back. And the most important thing in Janet's life is family. I'm with you, bro. I can't have that. Because then everybody just gets all geeked, and the dopamine, and the phone never stops. The phone never stops. It's constant. And it's not anything that you have to know, frankly. Like, if you have nothing better to do, then great. Thread out. Uh-oh. Here comes Angry Kevin I knew he'd be back.
He wasn't.
Kevin was not going to take that from Mike. Let's go to Kevin in the Bay. My man, right to the front of the line. Kevin, dude, I'm not going to ask you what your beef is. I already know. What's up, dude?
Hey, Mike, you know what's weird is whenever I pick up Indian food, those customers are the worst tippers. Swear to God. Well, besides wealthy people. But anyway, I got a beef with DoorDash tip bait, probably Mike. That tip bait means promising a generous tip for faster service and then taking the tip away after delivery. Gee, thanks, Mike. I just ran 2 stop signs for you. Out.
I'm starting to think, and Kevin, take this as a compliment because it is. You're the angriest guy in the jungle. But he's funny because he only calls during this segment. Once in a while, I think there's a stray Kevin. All right, so there's the beef between it's not even between those two. Mike just want to clown him. But Kevin found nothing amusing about that. Dude, do you hate that job that much? It seems like you hate that job. Maybe Uber or Lyft or try something else. Let's go to San Francisco. Tony. I'm going to be very respectful. And I'm not even going to Frisco you. I'm Tony in San Francisco, the city. The city by the bay. Let's go to the city. Tony in the city. Hey, Tony, what's your beef?
Oh, Romy, doesn't that sound so beautiful? San Francisco? Man, thank you.
I don't know. I'd never said it before.
Oh, it is a good one. Hey, Romy, this is going to be a possible unpopular beef, but I'm going to lay it out there, man. My beef is with Mother's Day, all right? And I'm not talking about Mother's Day for my mom, all right? My mom, that's a saint right there. I'm talking about my boo, my Care Bear, my Pookie, my number one lady, all right? First of all, Romy, the day starts at what, 6, 7 a.m., cooking breakfast or rattling up the kids to try to get mom her breakfast, all right, 6 o'clock, go into the afternoon, and we have to go to some park or whatever, that we don't ever go to parks, but for some reason we got to go park this day. And then we end it in an evening with some kind of dinner that Dad has to come up with. But that's not it. It doesn't end until like at 11 o'clock, with the massages and all that good stuff. Romy, Mother's Day is by far one of the worst days for a married man there is, okay? And I'll tell you what, please tell my wife I'm sorry. Thanks, Romy.
Wow, Tony. The only thing longer than your Mother's Day was that call. You know what I used to say to DJ on Father's Day? DJ would say, "You're such a good dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You're such a good dad." I said, well, if this is my day, why are there so many dads in the family? And why are we celebrating? Why are we not doing anything I want to do if it's my day? And then DJ would say, hello, because he's a great dad. He's a great dad. We need to celebrate them too. I said, right, but it's Father's Day. It's my day. Why am I not having an incredible day? Because we're splitting it up with like 6 dads. But I'm not beefing. And Mother's Day is coming up. And if I'm not mistaken, let me think. Logs will be here. Jake will not. But DJ is the best mom I know. I will say that. Even if she made me share Father's Day for decades. 1-800-636. I didn't even care, really. If you're going to tell me it's my day, how come I don't get to do what I want to do? Let's go to Seattle. Nate. Man, I love this segment so much. This one especially.